Hi everyone, this video will be presenting to you about implication on heavy usage of Facebook and YouTube. Before I start my presentation, I would like to introduce my group members from Group 26, Shim Hui Wen, Tay Hui Sen, Puaniswari, Wan Nur Alia Hafiza, and myself Murvin. In the current state of technology development, most of the people around the world are indulged with the facility of internet in our daily lifestyle routine. The usage of internet had provided multiple advantages to society as they could make use of it to study, to shop, to communicate, to educate, and many more. From the definition of internet, it is stated that it is a global computer network providing a variety information and communication facilities consisting of interconnected network using standardized communication protocols. It is a limitless space with ample resources and opportunity for one to learn and improve in their daily life. However, the restriction of location and its development has shown implication to the application of internet, especially in rural areas. There are three main points stated as strength on usage of Facebook and YouTube. First point will be on economic improvement, second, ease of use, and last point on established virtual characters. There are 2 points assist as supporting point for economical improvement. Those are improved economical growth and globalization. For improved economical growth, the economical development is a bigger umbrella over economical growth. In this case, the widely use of internet has increased the national income tremendously since it suggests increase of production of economical goods and services. For example, the technology, human capital, labor force, and also the capital goods were all linked to influence both the consumer and producer to buy or to sell more. It gives rise to economic development for higher number of job opportunity and significantly reduce the unemployment rates, which means it also built on the standard of living. For globalization, on the other hand, suggests to foster business into global market to better expand their international influence in larger scale. Particularly, the producer and seller utilize the digital marketing strategy to promote and create numerous branding online via creating an attractive advertisement. It is also able to connect and interact with millions of consumers instantly. This could be done by considering and managing online advertisement such as Facebook or YouTube advertising. With the help of algorithm to select highly accurate audience within different range of advertising budget by creating interesting poster illustration or video. Moving on to the second point, ease of use. Internet for Facebook and YouTube is easy to be used that it save up ample of time. That use of internet for Facebook and YouTube enable us to conduct online activities, discussion and meetings through live stream or by pre-recorded method. Besides, it is also convenient for us to share different digital files or documents such as word text, GIF, images, video clips, or sound effect across different location and time zone. This would include creating, modifying, deleting, or uploading creative contents for us to update and converse our idea or opinion in different platforms within a click. It is also help us to discover our interests and hidden talents as we are able to locate the latest trend nationally and internationally that can be done within the search bar. Hence, the search result would be identified by relevant keywords and the current trend that demonstrate the easy search up based on personal preference and liking. We could discover multiple fields of interest as it is not limited to a single field such as music, film, photography, comedy, cooking, and many more. From that, the internet for Facebook and YouTube also create virtual platform for collective input from different users that have hidden talents that were undiscovered. Last point for the strength. Establish virtual character. The virtual character are also a method of formation of audience and self-branding. For example, users who are actively gaining followers, likes and shares in a Facebook platform or gaining views, shares and subscription in the platform of YouTube as presented at the right side of the slide. The common scenario are such as when a key opinion leader and social media influencer create content to entertain their targeted viewers or a business leader promoting products to be sold. Key opinion leader is an expert whose opinion is valuable in a specific industry or area of knowledge and it is listened by a broader audience such as journalists, entrepreneurs or even politicians, while the social media influencer is a digital native user on social media who has established credibility in a specific industry. This allows users to practice virtual interaction via one-way interaction such as feedback commenting or two-way interaction such as live thrill conversation and private messaging. In addition, the power of social media helps to create healthy social awareness among the community. Everything in this world has both strength and weaknesses. Now let's see the weaknesses on this topic. Those are limited accessibility of information, personal development, and economical issues. Limited accessibility of information. The limitation of information accessibility potentially affects work or academical performance and it causes the public to stay behind the times in rural areas. In rural areas, the poor development of internet technology had caused the public to inefficiently utilize billions of resources available that are useful to provide more insights to them. Thus, this lower the productivity of both work and academical performance of the public and may require longer completion time. With that, the problem of incompetency of responding efficiently also rises as they may need to interact or communicate physically or the internet signal were not too good for them to provide feedback or comments right away. Since users were too inefficiently capture useful resources, it also suggests that they are more likely to be unfit of receiving real-time updates from reliable source accurately and timely. For example, the rural area are incapable of leverage telemedicine for remote areas, especially for urgent matters. Presently, the novel coronavirus had increased sharply that may be due to incapability of installing sufficient telemedicine station in isolation unit to extend quality care of patients both inside and outside of the hospitals. Moving on to the second point, personal development. Both interpersonal and intrapersonal skills contribute to the personal development of digital skills. Interpersonal skills are the behaviors and tactics a person uses to interact with others effectively. The extensive use of internet and social media allow us to boost our interaction and communication skill. Apart from that, poor interpersonal skill indicate that there is a difficulty to deliver accurate information through body language or verbal communication. Users of rural area would have higher likeliness of feeling left out since they appear to be outdated communities. They may also appear to be shy and unable to lead or handle offline or online session of presentation. Moving on to the intrapersonal skills, that are internal ability and behaviors that help you manage emotional, cope with challenges and learn new information. With poor development of internet facilities, it also implies that the people are of discouraged self-confidence and self-esteem. In a longer run, they may show low resilience and ineffectively management for behavior and emotion as they have multiple distractions coming across and are tougher to work towards their goal. Last but not least, there are certain limitations that may cause economical issue. First, educational limitation. Educational is important component that contributes to the economical growth. The higher the number of educated workers, the higher the productivity of the economy. This suggests that educated workers were required to have certain amount of literacy and critical thinking skill. The exposure of internet has correspondence to invest in human capital. The poor development internet facilities may provide less access to basic education that is self-learning, having quality teaching such as broadcast lessons since lecturer or professor can conduct lectures online as well as the higher education opportunities for online degrees. Meanwhile, the other limitation will with inadequate of internet capabilities, it widen the infrastructure investment gaps more clearly between urban and rural areas. The internet restriction proposes a less provision of essential services such as banking, remittance, electricity and energy, immigration, and many more since internet is required to receive and collect data. Thus, from the infrastructure investment gaps, it also lowers the productivity and quality of services as skilled laborers are mostly and preferably to be congested in cities and towns in terms of convenience, comfortability, salary, and allowance. We have concluded a total of 3 strengths and 3 weaknesses that the application of internet may provide, specifically on Facebook and YouTube application for rural areas. Though there are many other applications that can be used and explored using the internet, there must always be an optimal control for the usage of internet and social media to obtain ideal outcomes and advancement of technology used.